Hello. Hi, happy Monday. Day 8 total. Day 1 of week 2. I have my green tea with me, my sencha green tea. So I'm telling you, the ragweed is getting to me. So I'm trying to keep everybody lubricated and stretched out and happy vocally. So it is about 11:45 this morning. I brushed my teeth, did my skincare, fed the cats, did all that. I'm gonna have my tea. I have it in my spooky mug since it's October. I'm kind of sad that the cat is on the side where I can't hold it. Look at this little ghost. Anyway, this week is finalization, memorization, and then week 3 will be all about spit and polish because that'll be week of. So I'm so close. Like I said yesterday, I am very, very close to finishing my lyric memorization of Nante Tate Idol. And this week is going to be dance week. So I'm going to do my little low impact workouts and then do my dancing at least 5 days this week. And I am this week going to be going to visit my godmother in the Dallas area. Just because honestly, I only get to see her every few months, and November is absolutely crazy pants for me. So, you know, even though I'm in the middle of this preparation process, I decided to go and visit her for a couple days this week. So I guess I'll be doing some of my like dancey dances in the morning while she goes and does her little old people walk in the morning. I love that. I love seeing old people on their little walks, and she's one of those people. So I'm gonna figure out what time she does that and then try and coordinate my dance practice for those times. But today I am here in my office. I have some letters to send out to my Patreon people, my trash can members. Those in my trash can tier, I have letters to send. I have more medication to pick up at the pharmacy because chronic illness life. And then I'm going to get back to doing some singing, going over schedules with my students, and schedules for my streams this week because I got to fit those in too. So it's a busy week as always, but we are ready to go, and I will see you later for dance practice. Bye. It is day, what? 9? Oh, so I took a good like 30-minute walk around the neighborhood yesterday, and half of that walk is uphill, and today I'm paying for it. Like, you wouldn't think a 30-minute walk would do a whole lot of damage, but like, since we are in the rehab, relearn stage of physical activity, boy howdy, it is, my legs are swollen and my entire lower body is very sore. So dance practice today has been, it's rough. It is rough, and I am not filming as much this week than I wanted to. I am trying not to I am trying to find the balance of doing enough to prepare and to like get my body used to moving again, but also not doing too much to where I like hurt myself. Like, I haven't done this before. I have never been out of commission for so long that I had to like relearn physical activities. So finding this happy medium is difficult right now. So, God, I don't know. I just feel so silly. And I ran some errands today. I went to the doctor. I went to the post office. I did teaching and streaming. And it is almost midnight. Oh, it's past midnight. Where does the time go, man? Where does it go? I am just I'm not going to try and record something last minute because then I will go over my limit and be physically and mentally uncomfortable, and I am trying not to do that. I'm going to soak with some Epsom salts in a hot bath. Tomorrow will be a better day. I always tell people not to beat themselves up when days like this happen, but when it's yourself, it's hard not to beat yourself up. But like, I am trying to take my own advice and apply it to myself, you know? I think I said that in last week's video at some point, but it really is a hard thing to do. So let's hope day 10. Let's just hope the next day will be better. We'll see what happens. Ugh, I gotta take it one day at a time. One day at a time, and we will go from there. So off we go. So here I am practicing choreography. Sorry about the weird camera angle, but those shorts were short, so I zoomed in a little bit. But I was able to get everything out with counts and make any sort of modifications that I needed to this choreography to have it look good and have me sound good. Alright, and here I am at my godmother's house in the little guest room thing, and I'm doing my stretch routine. Starting out with like some hand and wrist stretches, just because the amount of time I spend on like my phone and my computer doing work, do not want to like have carpal tunnel. So we did that, loosening up the shoulders and the arms with some big circles. These always feel really nice. And then we're stretching out our arm muscles going across the chest. And we do one on each side. And of course, this is not quite as flexible as I used to be, but like we're getting there. And then we gotta stretch out our triceps going on the back. This one I can definitely feel a tightness that I'm not used to. But again, we're trying to take one step at a time and just get back to some gentle stretching. Here we have the butterfly stretch. This is great for your hip flexors. And then if you want more of a stretch for your hip flexors, this is called stacking the logs. I learned this in a dance class. Apparently it's a yoga position. You put your ankle of one leg against your knee of your other leg and then bend over and stretch, and boy, that is a deep stretch. I used to be able to like fold in half doing this, but obviously I can't do that anymore. But even if you can't get very far, or you know, your knee and your ankle aren't completely together yet, it's still a great stretch to loosen everything back up in case your hips are tight. All right, and that's it for stretching. Then the next day I went to some botanical gardens with my godmother, and we walked around for a good few hours. So this was my movement for that day, and it was really nice to like get out into the sunshine and see all the pretty things and all. They had a pumpkin village. It was great. When I got back home, it was vaccination time, baby. So it's been a couple days since I last filmed. I'm sitting here with Velcro. I got my hair redone yesterday, so color is brighter, my roots are better, so I have some tea calming myself down. Cause like we're hitting week 3, and like for just about the first 2 weeks, like we were okay, we were doing well. The panic has set in, the terror has set in, and I'm at the point where I am so stressed out that the demand avoidance is going on full force. I have so much to do and not a whole lot of time to do it in, and I am like it's honestly, it's very uncomfortable to talk about too. So like demand avoidance plus imposter syndrome, trash. I hate it so much. Just seeing everyone like post their schedules and their costumes, like, you know, there have been some thoughts in my head of just call it off, cancel, goodbye. Like, you're not gonna be as good as these other performers. You're gonna look like trash. You're gonna perform like trash. Just stay in Texas. Don't even go. Oh, ooh, and saying that out loud, oh, feels weird, man. But like, that's what's been going on in my head for the past few days, and why I haven't been filming. I need to get my audio, video stuff in. I went and did a whole bunch of errands today, and I got my flu vaccine and my COVID vaccine, one in each arm, because I needed those before I was gonna go travel anywhere. My immunocompromised ass should not be, like, I'm gonna be masking the whole time, of course, as I always do, but I was like, yeah, let's get some vaccines. The plane flight is making me nervous. Like, I am gonna be in a capsule of recycled air with a bunch of unmasked people, and a bunch of them are probably gonna be not even vaccinated, because, God, the anti-vax sentiment is growing and it's terrifying. I'm just really hoping that I've been off of the steroids long enough that my immune system has kicked back in, and that the vaccines will help. But I also just, what fucking time is it right now? It is like 2 a.m., dude. Oh, God, 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. This is like my Monday update, because I'm going to try and go back to sleep soon, but like, I got my shots. I went and got my prescription at the doctor's office pharmacy, because my ITP medication I cannot go get at the regular pharmacy, because, like, my doctor works at a place. My hematologist is also an oncologist, so she works at an oncology center, and like, all the medications they give out through the oncology center, they don't trust normal pharmacies to give out, so I had to go over there and pick up my medication to make sure that I was all set for this trip, plus the vaccines. Went to the bank, moved some shit around. It's a lot. And then I had a late lunch, like after 2 o'clock. And then I was awake until probably like 4:30, and then I passed the fuck out, because like, those COVID boosters always make me so fucking sleepy every time, and I slept for a good like 6-7 hours, and that was not supposed to be what I did today. But I had a sneaking suspicion I would probably take a very long nap after getting my booster, because that's what happened after I got my last one. So basically lost a day of preparation due to that. But like, it needed to be done. I'm gonna try and go to sleep soon. I'm gonna finish my tea to like calm myself down, and then get ready and go back to sleep, because as well as preparing and doing so much fucking laundry tomorrow, I am teaching and streaming. So, because like, a bitch still has to work. So I've been having a lot of big feelings lately. And I'm trying to like work through them before I go get on that plane on Thursday. So, all right, I'm gonna go calm down and go the fuck to sleep, so I can have like a normal-ish schedule in the morning. So, all right, off we go. Bye. Okay, folks, time for a quick fashion show, because the costume I had in my head is not working the way it should. Let me just show you. So this dress was supposed to be like, it's very 1970s. It's got the little ribbon, the cuffs, mesh sleeves, crushed velvet. It's really cute. But like, when the light shines on it, do you see how it's like very bleached out? And then anytime I do like the dance moves, like anytime I lift my arms, like, I am so close to being demonetized right now, because this is short. This is very short. Any sort of like dance movement or lifting, like we we are right all up in my business. I just feel it's very short, and a lot of the audience is, like, they're sitting down low and looking up like somebody would get a peek. I just feel like this is a really cute party dress, and I might wear it around the con, but it is not, like, if it were like here, like a bit more close to the knee, and if it didn't ride up the way it did, I would be so into it. I just don't feel as confident dancing in it as I thought I would. She a cute dress. I might wear her the Friday at the convention just to wander around, but I don't think this is it. So let me show you option number 2. Let's look at it. Okay, option 2. See, I can lift my arms up and down in this, and this ain't gonna move. Nobody's getting free cheeks or free coochie in this dress, so I feel more comfortable dancing around in it. Oh, okay, so there's that. If you remember the dress I wore for my birthday last year, it's the same one I wore to meet Jodie Benson this year. This is the same cut, but it's this really pretty, like, it looks like them twisty marshmallows in these colors. So this, like, house coat, I bought it a few sizes ago, but, like, if I leave this open, it's giving, like, Ringmaster of the Marshmallow Circus. Like, that's how I'm feeling. I am feeling ultimate Captain Marshmallow. I am the marshmallow ringleader. Marshmallows! Oh, see, now I have to wear this. Because y'all are marshmallows, and it's the marshmallow dress. See, because it's got these straps, and, like, they can be cute, but, like, this, I don't have to deal with them flopping around if I've got this little guy on. See, now my only problem is shoes. I'm wearing my slippers right now. Like, so I have this, like, I'm looking at every mirror in the room. That's why I'm moving around. I could kind of I could pin this to those straps and it'll stay up. I think I'm leaning towards this, but let me show you a third option with this dress that looks a little different. Okay, this is option 3. This is the blouse I wore when I met Jodie Benson. It's a great layering piece, and it's got the frillies. And, like, it's cute. She's cute. Like, it works, but I'm gonna put the jacket on again. Ugh. I like this. I like the jacket because like, they're slightly different, but I just think they mesh so well together. And this makes me feel more like myself. And, like, the twirly action is double fold because you got the skirt and then you've got the... All right. We're going with Captain Marshmallow without the blouse. So we're going to go with option 2. Now I need shoes. I'm going to get back in my comfy clothes and we're going to talk about shoes. Let's talk about shoes. So, technically, I know they're a light pink, kind of a 3-inch, I think it's a 3-inch heel, with a bow on it. These would look really cute. My thing is, with my legs and feet as swollen as they are, like, I have noticed the swelling has started to go down because corticosteroids can cause water retention and swelling, and so that's what I've been dealing with, and it's a very slow process for the swelling to go down. And the last time I wore heels was hosting the Idol Festival at Colossal Con, Texas, and, like, it looked great with my outfit, but, like, I wasn't even dancing, I wasn't even performing, and just going up on stage for the MC, and then going back down, and then going back up, like, it was, my dogs were barking by the end of it. It was a lot. So I don't necessarily want to wear heels right now. So even though these, like, I'm thinking the 2-inch, like maid shoes that I wear for my maid cafe. Like that's the most I can handle at the moment, but those are black, so they don't go with this outfit. So I'm gonna bring up some more options and we'll take a look so I can save my poor feet. So hang on a second. So these are my other option. They're these pastel. I'm not going to show you the bottom. Oh, they're dirty on the bottom. I need to take a magic eraser to the soles of these. But these are some pastel Fila's, and the pink, I think, goes with it. So I'm going to, it's that purple. You know, if it were a pink and yellow or a pink and green, sure, but that, I don't know if the purple goes with it. And then there's the issue of socks. Like, I can't just wear well, I guess I could wear stockings with these. Like, if I had some nude stockings. See, I have some high top kind of Converse looking shoes that I might like better shape-wise than these. And that would solve the sock issue, but like, they're like completely purple. They're not pink. I mean, there's some pink in them, but there's more purple than pink. And it's not gonna go with that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's probably not gonna be perfect. Damn it, if I had ordered those white combat boots and then I relaced them with some pink ribbons, that would have been good. But the only combat boots I have are black, and they have the pink ribbons, which is really cute, but black's not gonna go with that. Let me dig and see if I have any other options. To be completely honest with you, I don't think the white sneakers would look bad. I mean, they're not as fancy as the rest of the outfit, but color-wise, they would go better. I'm gonna keep looking. Hello and good morning. It's about 11 o'clock on the 19th. I am at a gas station. My partner is driving me to the airport so I can go to Seattle. My flight got delayed by 30 minutes, so instead of arriving at 7:45, I'll be arriving at like 8:20 or something. We are gonna be on our journey soon. I'm a little anxious about being on a plane for 8 hours, but you know what? You know, that's what we gotta do, so. All right. Thank you so much for watching Idol Bootcamp episode 2. And a huge shout out to my wastebasket level patrons and above on Patreon for making videos like this one possible, including Kaylee, Michaela, Tara, and Caitlin. Thank you again for watching. If you'd like to join their number on Patreon, then check the link in the description box below for some extra gravy with your content, including patron exclusive vlogs and other content. So thank you for watching. Look forward to the Northwest Idol Fest vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.